Hi guys, welcome to your March readings. I have a really special workshop this month that I would love to see you all at. We're going to be diving super deep into our own love souls and healing all of that generational trauma, healing the inner child wound, really learning our own unique energy signature so that we can love ourselves fully and step into our power. Come join me on March 21st at 3 p.m. Eastern. We also have an amazing t-shirt that you can remind yourself all the time how beautiful, fantastic you are. The Love Soul t-shirt. This is all available. You can register on my website, fearlessintuition.net. Click book a session and you can get the t-shirt also on the same website, fearlessintuition.net, in the merchandise section. I love you guys. Enjoy your reading. Bye. Hi Libra. Welcome to your March reading. Yes, I'm aware that we are a little bit late. My grandma passed away. So the last week in February, I was traveling for that, so I wasn't able to get readings out. And now I'm just kind of like getting back into the groove to make sure everybody gets their reading. So thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are doing well. Pisces season is really all about healing. We've been through so much in the last year, and not just Libras, obviously, but everybody. And I think that this is really a time for us to get back in touch with ourselves, allow ourselves to find that healing process, and open ourselves up to manifesting as we get closer to Aries season, which the sun will be moving into Aries on March 20th. So until then, we're sort of going to be in like the veil. Like the veil is very thin. Nothing really kind of feels real right now. Nothing feels tangible quite yet. And I think the illusion can either help us to understand who we are a little bit more without looking at the reality of things, or the illusion can drown us. The illusion can create disillusionment, and so we sort of have a choice this month. I say I'm a Libra rising. For those of you that are just watching this for the first time, thank you for being here. If you guys could do me a solid and like, subscribe, or comment on this video, that would be really great. I've been bumped out of the algorithm on YouTube for about a year now, and so I'm just trying to get back into the scene, if you will, trying to have a better relationship with YouTube, if you will. So we're all growing, we're all evolving, and we're all growing. But yeah, so really allowing ourselves to use this time to transform, use this time to heal, and creating your own sense of peace, creating your own sense of what it is that you want to do. And if there are questions about the direction you're supposed to be going in, or there are questions about your path and your journey, Pisces season is a great time to dive in deep into that emotional aspect. As we're getting these cards coming out, we're going to look at them, because they're very interesting and they make a lot of sense with what you are wanting to create, the direction you're wanting to go in. Oh, there was one that was hiding behind another one. Okay. So there's a water sign here that feels like there's some kind of betrayal. They've got you all mixed up in your head. They've got you like creating illusions, really. And this is sort of what I'm talking about. Like, we have a choice, right? And we start with a choice. So we start March with a choice. So we have the Two of Wands, and then we have the Queen of Cups, and hiding behind the Queen of Cups, like, they don't want you to know. It's almost as if you can't really tell that this water sign is being deceitful to you. So there's something that you need to be very discerning about with this water sign. So we have the Queen of Cups, and behind her was the Seven of Swords, which does not make me feel really good about this person. Feels sort of like they're doing things behind your back. They're like bad mouthing you to other people. They're creating chaos, you know, about your energy, but you may not be hearing it directly. You may be hearing it by word of mouth. You might be hearing it from somebody else. So just be very discerning about the company that you're keeping right now. Make sure that you are protecting everything, even your intellectual property, if you will. Like, just really make sure that you are creating boundaries that are super, super strong. If the word comes out that somebody is being deceitful towards you and your energy, 9 of Swords, and maybe even you do realize that this is happening, and that's why you're up in this anxiety. But if you don't know what is happening and you're anxious for no reason, or you feel like there's something just a little bit off and you're really not sleeping very much, this 9 of Swords makes a lot of sense, you know? So that intuitive gut feeling that somebody is betraying you or somebody is not, I mean, I feel like for some of you, you know exactly who I'm talking about. There's no question. Like, you don't have to ask yourself about this. You don't have to question about, like, this is, you know, I'm telling you right now that there is no question. This person is not on the up and up. They're not being, and you already had that feeling, I feel like, right? So then we have the Hierophant, the 8 of Pentacles, and then I have the 10 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. And man, do I feel these last 2 cards. Like, I feel these last 2 cards like I haven't felt these last 2 cards in a long time. We'll talk about it here in a minute, but focus, really focus. Now, this water sign could also be a Taurus, and just somebody who may have some water in their energy, but also the Taurus energy, the Hierophant energy, is about leveling up. This is about really creating your own value systems. The Hierophant can often represent societal values, societal belief systems. And that 8 of Pentacles is just working, like really, really focusing on the work that you need to do. So I feel like one of the reasons why you may not see what's going on with this Queen of Cups up here with the 7 of Swords is because you're so focused on the path that you're supposed to be going on that you don't see what's happening behind the scenes. And to be quite honest, I would rather you focus than deal with the drama, than get inundated with the drama. Like, sometimes, like, you know, like if somebody's talking about you behind your back, or if somebody's doing things towards you or towards your energy behind your back, and you're just living your best life, they can't do you any harm because your focus is on what you need to do, what you need to create, and that's exactly where it needs to be. Let them have their karma. Let them have their negative karma. Let that shit come back to them. You're good. You see where I'm coming from? So really focusing on what you need to do. And the reason why you want to focus is because, man, you just don't want to work. You don't want to feel so burdened about the money anymore. You don't want to feel so burdened about the physical aspect, your environment, or the things around you. Like, it hasn't been easy, man. All those squares that we had in Capricorn at the end of 2020 or through most of 2020, having Mars and Aries in our 7th house, I mean, it was like pressure on top of pressure on top of pressure. And now you're feeling all of this stuff that's happening in Aquarius. Now Mars is in Gemini. It's going to be Mars in Gemini is going to be trining all of your energy and really giving you a boost to start pushing yourself forward and moving in new directions and moving in new ways and pivoting in a way that's right for you. So no matter what anybody else thinks that they can do to, like, fuck up your life or mess with your shit behind your back, like, I'm kind of mad for you, to be honest. Like, I'm getting a little bit angry and a little bit worked up about that. But there's definitely somebody that's not being honest with you. And so I want you to look at that. In fact, I'm sitting here like, who would that be? If that's my life, who would that be? Like, I'm going to be discerning about it. I'm going to take my own advice. Like, it doesn't matter who's doing what behind your back. Let karma deal with that. Because if you get yourself worked up over it, then they have your power. Did you ever think about that one? If you allow yourself to react to the things that they're doing, you're just over here trying to live your life. You're just over here doing what you need to do. You're just over here really just paying attention. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune's at the bottom of the deck. I could not go without showing you that. High Priestess on the Two of Wands. Really trust your intuition when it comes to the decisions that you need to make, when it comes to the directions that you need to go in. Remember, with the Two of Wands, the choice that we have is usually the direction that we want to go in might look a little bit rough, or might look like hard, right? It might look really, really hard. The direction that our soul is pointing us in might look really, really rocky and really, really hard. And then the other direction, the path is clearer, but it's longer. It takes longer to get there. So it's totally up to you on what direction you want to go in. For me, I always like to dive straight into the tough stuff. Like, give me a challenge, even in healing, and I'll take it on. Like, not a big deal, right? But really allowing yourself to understand that your trust and intuition is going to be the most honest place to be in. Now, if you're dealing with a Pisces energy that you have questions about, that Pisces energy is lying to you. That Pisces energy is not being honest with you. In fact, that Pisces energy even might be doing some, like, I actually even want to say that some people are doing witchcraft. I hate to even say those words, but doing like negative casting spells and stuff. So just really make sure that you're protecting your energy and creating that for yourself. For some of you, you are finding out or recognizing that somebody cheated on you. There's a third-party situation involved with a Pisces or a Taurus. I'm sorry if I'm the one that just told you that, but I think that you already knew. I absolutely think that you already knew. This doesn't feel like brand new information. But also recognizing, because you did already know, don't beat yourself up. You know, I mean, because you can easily just beat the crap out of yourself and be like, oh man, I should have known. Why did I put myself through that? Don't do that. Because I feel like that's what this Nine of Swords is doing. You find out about it. Maybe you found out about it in February, but now in March you have to deal with it. And that Nine of Swords is like, you're not sleeping. You're probably crying a lot. You might not even be eating a lot. But this is your opportunity to recognize that the more you pine, or the more, you know, I want you to grieve. I want you to allow yourself to transmute all of that energy, and I want you to grieve, but I also don't want you to sit in it long enough, too long, right? I don't want you to sit in that energy for so long that you forget your own worthiness, because you are absolutely worthy. 100% you're worthy. And the Nine of Swords can spiral so quickly. We can really get ourselves, my partner likes to call it an ego tantrum. We can really get ourselves into that ego tantrum, and the ego tantrum is going to tell you all of the reasons why you cannot do things, right? So recognizing and being really patient and kind to yourself. Self-care is also about how we speak to ourselves. Self-care isn't just about the things that we do on the outside to make us feel better. It's not just about taking the salt bath. It's not just about taking yourself out to dinner or buying flowers. Yes, all of those things are really nice. Giving yourself a facial, having a spa day, getting a massage, that's great. But it's about the conversation that you're having in your mind. And when you're having a negative conversation in your mind, you're not being patient, kind, and gentle to yourself. I don't care if you're being patient, kind, and gentle to everybody else. I'm talking to you. I want you to not people please everybody else. And I want you to pay attention to your own words that you're speaking to yourself. And realize that this is your moment to be the best version of you every day, to spiritually level up. Sorry about that. Level up every single day. And, you know, there's this, there's this really, this need, this want and this need for you to have I don't want to call it a commitment, but I feel like you need an apology. I feel like you need somebody to, it's closure. It feels like you need closure on something. And I want to remind you that closure is a human condition that we want to have. We're conditioned to believe that we need closure in our life before we can move on. And we have to remember that the ending of something is closure. And if that, no matter what that ending looked like, even if it looked like somebody ghosting you, even if it looked like somebody did something to you and did not explain why they did it to you, because they don't even have an explanation as to why they did it to you. They don't even know why they did it themselves. So allowing yourself to have closure for your own peace of mind and not for the peace of mind of everybody else. I think giving the love back to your own heart this month is probably a good, really good idea. I think that's going to be more about the healing process to you. No matter how badly you want to bury yourself in work, I think that if you try to distract yourself by working really, really hard, that's going to be a little bit more chaotic, and the kind of energy, the kind of Libra energy that nobody really enjoys, which is like back and forth, not being able to make decisions, and just kind of creating chaos within their own energy. So try not to distract away the pain. Allow yourself to feel it, allow yourself to transmute it, grieve if you have to. That's going to look differently for all of you, but each and every one of you, the grieving process is going to look different. But if you've already grieved the situation, if you've already allowed yourself to say, I no longer need to accept this situation as being something that defines my energy or defines how I feel about it, then it's time to move on. It's time for you to open yourself up to a lot more love and a lot more vulnerability in your life, and heal those parts. If this is fresh, if this is a brand new wound that's really, really fresh, give yourself some time. You don't have to be healed in a day. You really don't have to be healed in a day. And Three of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Pentacles on the Four of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. The earth sign in your life will probably help to alleviate some of that stress and some of that pressure and some of that tension. Whoever has that earth quality, could be the Taurus that's alleviating it, could be the Taurus that's coming in and apologizing for the past, could be that you feel like there's something about to happen. There's this knowing, and the more grounded you are, the more you're in the Queen of Pentacles kind of energy, and the more grounded you are, the more you understand that, being in this Four of Pentacles crunchy energy and the 10 of Wands like stressful burden kind of energy, that's not how you're going to manifest stuff. That's not going to be a manifesting kind of energy that we want to be in. You shouldn't even be digesting food when you're stressed out. Did you know that? Much less being in a relationship or trying to manifest a new job when you're stressed out. So allowing yourself to get grounded every single day, looking at what that means for you, is going to probably raise your vibration in ways that you didn't even know possible to be able to do that. Three of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Star. Oh, I love that. Three of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Star. When you are out searching for more, when you are out saying there's got to be more to this than what I'm doing right now, there's got to be more to this. When in doubt, rest. That Three of Wands, the biggest thing about the Three of Wands that I like to tell everybody, that's like waiting for your ships to come in. And if you can see that ship that's out there, yes, you can be patient and you can wait for that ship to come in, or you can allow yourself to do something about it. You can get in the rowboat. You can make your own waves, right? I don't care how little the boat is. You're still going in the same direction. However, if that stresses you out to think about going after the thing or doing the thing, then you're not in that alignment that you need to be in, and it's time to take a step back. It feels like this is about healing. Like I said in the very beginning, Pisces season is about healing for you. There are things that needed to change dramatically in order for you to feel better about everything that's coming up. And allowing yourself to even go through this kind of process and go through this sort of healing process. Accept the apologies. If an apology is brought to you, accept it. If you feel like there's nothing else you can do and you feel stuck, rest. When in doubt, rest. You're going to find your strength in those things that you've had to walk away from. 8 of Cups in the strength. Towards the end of the month, you will be ready to start planting seeds and building new foundations. Okay? But right now is not a time to convince yourself that you can't do it, because it's all possible. All of it. Every piece. Okay? I love you guys. I hope I get to see you in the Love Soul workshop that I talked about in the introduction of the video. It's going to be really, really amazing. This isn't just going to be like a regular, let's love ourselves, and that we're going to get really, really deep. We're going to get into the signature of our own soul blueprint and find out what it is that we really need to do to love ourselves completely. Embody self-love. Embody all of it in every way. I also have openings for readings this month in March, so if you would like to go directly to my website, you can schedule right on my calendar, fearlessintuition.net. Anything else? Oh, the memberships. Would love to have you guys in the memberships. We have a lot of fun over there, so come stop on by. I love you guys. Have a wonderful March. I will see you soon. Bye.